drive in the first half. What was going right for you guys there at that point?
Yeah, it was a good drive. Really, we just called some explosive pass plays and we connected on them. I think we had a penalty or something, but I was responding the right way, playing smart, and being decisive. Jared made a great play, being decisive, taking the middle of the field, and that's what it looks like. So it's a good way to go into half. Some statistic out there, I think, like scoring at the end of half or right out of half. Whoever wins that kind of ends up winning the game most times. So I think that's a good step in the right direction.
Could you walk us through what went wrong on those 2 interceptions there in the third quarter?
Yeah, the first one, I kind of got to know my personnel. Receiver, I think, was Izzy running a corner. We wanted to keep it high, but thinking where the leverage was, I was thinking flat. And again, the guy running back probably should have just checked it down there, not necessarily having the same kind of route running experience as someone else. The second one, the last one, just trying to make a play and trying to do too much on third down. I got to be better now.
Have you ever played in a game this cold? I looked at throughout your college career. I don't think you've ever played in freezing temperatures. I don't imagine you played in anything like that in Arizona either. So, I mean, was this a challenge, this cold weather for you?
Yes, pretty cold. I think I had a few games like in Colorado or Utah that were pretty cold. South Bend's always pretty cold, but I think the wind today definitely made it something to get used to. But I think after the first couple of drives, got more and more comfortable as the game went on.
That first half seemed to go a little bit smoother for you than the second. What if anything changed in the second half?
Really, I think just the turnovers. I think we feel better about the game, with the turnovers, even if we just, end up the drives, with the kick, either a field goal or a punt. And we probably keep calling more aggressive. I understand the thought process, get a little more conservative after those 2 turnovers. So, I thought there was still a lot of good stuff out there. But I'd like to see it, the full game.
Kedon, I mean, despite you guys winning, your offense still really isn't scoring a lot of touchdowns in the second half, and sometimes that's because of play calling. You're just trying to hang on to a lead, and I get that. But what do you think needs to change in this last game and then in the bowl game for you guys to be more productive offensively when it comes to finishing drives in the second half?
We just have to execute better, and I think the other thing is, we have to give coach confidence to keep calling it too. Every game we have 2 picks. I don't blame him for not calling as many passes. So we gotta give him a chance to call it and gotta execute better.
One pass, you had one interception down the sideline, looked like the target was not even looking for the ball. Another pass third down, looked like you had the right idea going above me, but he's not turning looking for the ball either. Are there just chemistry problems, people not understanding when their route is kind of up in a certain versus a certain concept?
Yes and no. I think the first one really, we wanted versus certain coverage. We really get that coverage. I'm thinking, I'm not really on the same page. He's thinking doing what he's told to be doing, trying to make a play. I think the one above really it's kind of dagger concept. We're kind of teaching him run through.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's done that. But I think today he was kind of over focusing on running through and not really looking for the ball. So that's really just coaching and learning, getting more comfortable with the offense. And again, right after he kind of asked me, for clarification because he thought he was doing what he was supposed to do. And he is to an extent, but just getting more and more comfortable with that. I think some of that can clear up.
On that final drive, Pat said Izzy wasn't available. I mean, how different does that make your offense whenever he's not on the field?
Yeah, he's an explosive player, but we got a great room of backs. When the next guy steps up, it's not like I'll lose confidence in it, and I don't think any of the other guys do either. Rodney and Sivo are really talented too. Izzy's our guy, and he's awesome and does a lot of good things, but it's not like a lot changes, when we get those other guys with confidence in them too.
Jared had a couple drops in the first half. Is there a conversation of talking him back into things that you guys go through after those kind of things happen? How do you bring him back in? I mean, he's a veteran. Does he kind of bring it back himself? How does that happen?
Yeah, I go up and check in with him, but really, I think it's more so the weather than anything. I think he was seeing it well. He was doing a good job. Sometimes that ball is just really hard and really cold. But I knew I could come back to him, and he did a great job coming back. And it happened in another game this year where he dropped 1 or 2 early, and I always got a lot of trust and faith in that guy.
You mentioned the weather. How difficult were those 2 field goals that Ben hit, especially the 51-yarder, and what's the confidence you guys have in him right now?
Yeah, he's kicking the ball extremely well. He's smoking it too. So, given the weather, wind, all that stuff, it doesn't matter. He knocks all his field goals in. It's definitely nice knowing you have that in your back pocket.
Anything final?